You enjoying yourself? Steve, we got work to do. Come on, focus. Focus. It's a very busy day. T-Rex is ready to go. Wait. Gotta hook you guys up. Okay, that's more like it. What do you think, T-Rex? You ready to go to work? 1, 2, 3. Any cats want to go out there? 1. Mitt's upstairs. He's still in bed. It's 28 degrees, 8:30, December 4th. And it's cold outside. Crunchy cold, like as in frosty underfoot, especially if you got one of those surprise snow squalls yesterday. And I did, and I'm the weatherman. I'm not supposed to be surprised. I left Mount Mansfield, and it had stopped snowing for the first time in a week. And then got down through the high country, Washington County, and then all of a sudden, getting into the Connecticut River Valley, all of a sudden it was snowing so hard. Everyone just had to slow down. Going down the hill into the Connecticut River Valley was treacherous, and it was scary. All the signs on the highway were saying, winter weather advisory on Wednesday. Be prepared for wintry weather. And here it was Tuesday, and we picked up an inch or two of snow in less than an hour between White River and Sunapee. Ouch. Hey, weatherman, how do you get paid for being wrong all the time? They say. I say, direct deposit every other Friday. Well, that's when I had a real job anyway. All right, Steve's going this way. You want to go this way, Steve? That's okay. You're just going to have to hook you up to something so you don't take off on us. How about this steak right here? So we're down in the frozen garden, and we do have some frost on the ground this morning, but the boaters are going to work. They work every day, no matter what. I'm in my wireless mic. Hopefully you can hear me now. Lavalier, noise canceling. The ice kind of melted and refroze, so we have ice in the ice bucket. It's solid this morning. And guess where it is snowing this morning? Well, it stopped snowing in northern Vermont. Beautiful shot of Mount Mansfield. Thank you, Carl. Great skiing with you yesterday. You know where it was snowing this morning? Cape Cod. Ocean effect snow came into Cape Cod. Thank you, Darius, at the Nauset Light. He says the first white ground of the season at Nauset Light. And so now it has been snowing somewhere in New England now for 7 days in a row, non-stop. Now, as this snow ends on Cape Cod this morning, it may not be snowing in New England for a few minutes today, but it is going to snow today, so it'll be the 7th day in a row with snow, and tomorrow will be 8, and Friday will be 9, Saturday 10, Sunday 11, lots of little things and one big thing. Look at that big thing. What is that? Wow, that is massive. Ship. That is not a building. It's sort of a building on the water moving out. Looks like going into the Atlantic Ocean. How's the ice bucket this morning, TK? Solid. Solid ice in the bucket. So there was an inversion this morning. That's a more stable atmosphere. And temperature on Mount Washington last night did get down to 0.4, almost 0 degrees. And then this morning, the warmest spot there on most of New Hampshire was 18 degrees, up around 4,000 or 5,000 feet. So there's an inversion, but it's still very cold up in the sky. And here's the regional temperature this morning. You see some single digits there. In Morrisville, 9 degrees. So yeah, colder in Morrisville this morning than on Cape Cod, where yesterday Cape Cod, remember, was colder than Vermont. All right, we're all wrapped up here. Oh boy, the things we do to make a living around here. Hey, cat and dog, how do you get paid for being wrong all the time, tangled up all the time? Oh, I get 3 or 4 portions of food per day. As a matter of fact, this one has food in his bowl all the time. So I got my wireless mic on, and I think it seems to be hitting my neck a little bit, and that's the reason that it keeps changing. Still, issues with this. You want to see what a wireless mic looks like? Looks like that. I'm going to put it back on. Try. This is all live. It's all unscripted. Try not to let it hit my neck anymore. Pardon me. Sorry. A lot of new viewers here. You got to get to know me. You got to be patient. You can't be in a hurry watching these videos. Let's go to the national advisories, watches, and warnings. A huge portion of the Northeast and Midwest with winter storm warnings, wind warnings. Those are the brown shaded areas. Purple out over the ocean, that's a storm warning for this incoming clipper for the ages. You know what a clipper is? Named after a clipper ship when weather kind of originates in Alberta, Canada. Low pressure kind of gets caught in the upper flow and kind of sails like a clipper from northwest to southeast across the Great Lakes. And then sometimes they re-intensify as they go into the ocean and the Atlantic Ocean. Well, usually they're weak low pressure systems, but this one is incredibly charged. It's almost as if it's part of a wayward polar vortex with the low pressure deep in the 990s and continuing to deepen. And on both sides of it, we have record cold air. This morning in the southeastern United States, Atlanta, Georgia, among the many cities experiencing the coldest December 4th sunrise ever in our life in the mid-20s. And actually record cold right to Guatemala and Cuba this morning. And this is from the cold we've had over the last 5 days, and behind it is another record cold high pressure system. So not only is it a strong low, it's a strong high in Western Canada this morning. It's a 1040 high, and the air behind it, which had been minus 30 to minus 40, now is only minus 15 to minus 25. So it's cold, and when the barometer goes up here over the weekend, especially where the wind lets up, there's going to be more record cold. All right, let's get to the Clipper play-by-play. Here, let's go with the HRRR, and blue is snow. Here it comes in between about 4 and 5 o'clock. It's starting to snow in western New England. Now, this is the advance of warmer air coming in and crashing into the cold air that's already in place. This is called warm air advection, warm front snow, and then it is going to be warm enough that even though it's a fairly cold air mass with a 534 thickness, the green is rain in eastern Massachusetts, Rhode Island, southeastern Connecticut. And very close to that rain, snow is blue, that rain-snow line. It is really going to be coming down hard. This is warm air advection, and there's a lot of lift in the atmosphere, lighter warm air going over the top of the heavier colder air, more dense, and wringing it out. And where it's rain, there'll be puddles, and where it's snow, there'll be plows. It is a plowable snowfall, the first such for parts of northern Connecticut, central Massachusetts, and southeastern New Hampshire. And then the warm air advection precipitation shuts down tomorrow morning at about 10 or 11, and now you have a little lull, and then cold air advection with snow showers and snow squalls, a brief 2-minute blizzard possible right into Boston around 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and then tomorrow night, upslope snow and cold air advection. That is cold air coming up over the mountains, rising and condensing into heavy snows for the mountains again. And the wind is going to pick up after a brief lull in the wind, which is from the south in eastern New England tomorrow. It's going to come in calm for a few minutes before Friday at 1 a.m. That's the end of this. The black lines are isobars, and it is just windy and cold with wind chill values sub-zero on Friday morning. But it looks like it's going to keep moving, so it's going to improve fairly quickly on Friday afternoon as far as the wind goes. And now let's go to the QPF, quantitative precipitation forecast. How much liquid equivalent rainfall or melted snow? And once you see the blues, that's getting to a ½ inch, and when it turns from blue to kind of gray or silver there, now you're going past a ½ inch, and there's a few spots where it looks like a little bit of a fuchsia. The fuchsia would be a little over an inch, and then if we stop it and put the cursor over Camden, Maine, I don't want to block any of the land areas, so I put it over Camden, Maine, that shows an inch of precipitation, H2O equivalent, and so you see some of that fuchsia showing up near Mount Washington, and also near northern Connecticut, and that's where we may have, in parts of northern Connecticut, may have a surprise snow amount. So let's look now at the total snowfall forecast. And again, the colors are very hard. I think that the purple is getting towards a ½ inch or so, and then on this one, it only goes out to 1 a.m. Friday. So if we put the cursor at the end at 1 a.m. Friday, it shows about 15 to 20 inches over the Mount Washington area, but note that little bit of brighter spot also in northeastern Connecticut. That's about an 8 inches somewhere around just south of Sturbridge. I don't really, not good with the names in Connecticut there. It's been a while. Near where Mike Adams grew up. What's it called? Oh, I forgot. Darn. Anyhow, right south of Worcester in the Worcester Hills, there could be some surprise 6 to 8 inch amounts of snow, and there could be snow squalls just about anywhere tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. You thought yesterday was kind of surprising. Well, tomorrow afternoon and evening should be surprising also. 10 minutes, Tim. Let's wrap this up. Well, so much more to talk about. Go to the bigger picture. Euro does a good job with the big picture, and yesterday it was an outlier with that Monday night snow. So here goes the Clipper. The Clipper goes by us, all those black lines on Friday as this low deepens through the 980s into the 970s, and the Euro actually bottoms this thing out in the 960 millibar range, but racing to the north and away on Friday. So the upslope snow is going to shut down pretty quickly on Friday. I think I went for about 15 to 20 at J, and lower elevations be more like 5 to 10. Most of the ski areas are picking up probably about 8 inches of snow from this one, and it's gone. And then Saturday, here comes another little Clipper. It looks like it's going to dampen out compared to where it was yesterday, but some more upslope snow and less windy, but still very cold on Saturday. And anyhow, the fact that these Clippers are coming in here and the high pressure is so far high pressure so far south of us on this, it may mean that the record cold again stays south of us, but it's plenty cold. Another little front coming in on Sunday night. And some more snow, actually it's Sunday afternoon, and so some more snow upslope, especially in Vermont, is coming in on Sunday. So it's going to be snowing now. That'll be days 8, 9, 10, 11 in a row, and then here's where the change happens. I'm going to stop it again now. I can't remember. It's about in the night or early morning on Monday night into Tuesday. And yesterday it showed a wall of snow all the way into southern New England. Now this is actually more reasonable. I was pretty dubious about that yesterday. And so this is the rain snow line in northern Maine, and it looks like the rain snow line just north of J. Now this is still subject to change. That rain snow line can oscillate a little north or south. There's another really strong Arctic high going north of us on that one, and if somehow that can bend down a little more, this is a very low confidence forecast on that rain snow line. I'd probably give it a little bit further south now, kind of add up yesterday and today and divide by 2. And then let's keep that going. Now, there's almost no doubt about this one. Next Tuesday, there's going to be a low pressure system going through the Great Lakes. So we were due a warm up, and there it is next Tuesday with rain showers. Now, the difference today in the model guidance is that front keeps on going, and any rain showers and warmer air is shut off Tuesday afternoon and Wednesday. And now we've been talking about how Thursdays are always our storm threat days. It's been about 4 weeks, 5 weeks in a row. But now next Thursday, it shows quiet with the front off to our south. That also is very dubious. And we'll stop it on Friday the 13th. That's an easy one to remember. At 7 p.m. next week. And it shows us in the colder, dry air with the front to our south. And most of the nation actually warming up pretty good, which would make sense following such a cold pattern. But I really don't trust this. I think that we are going to have to watch next Thursday also. All right, that's the end of the weather part of this. For the and more, yesterday I thought it was all done with the snow and we were leaving Stowe, so I said, okay, I'm just going to look at these clouds. It looks like the sun's coming out. It stopped snowing for a minute, and I thought I was done with the snow, but the ride home was treacherous. Talked about that already. We got home here, and it was cloudy here, but no sign of any snow here. And I don't think I'm going to see my first snow tomorrow, too. It's going to be close, though. The and more, some Christmas lights coming home, and from Brother Ed and Diane in West Tennis. They don't make them like they used to, huh? Lasers nowadays. Lasers in the and more. And we'll watch this little barge go by. Donald Peacock has told me what the name of that one that plugs into the back and pushes it along. It's got an official name, but I forgot it. So consider this the and more. These pretty colors on this very cold, not snowing at my house for a few minutes, Wednesday morning. Got to go edit and hosting Jeremy Reiner in the Blue Hill Observatory webinar. Did you give to Blue Hill yesterday and Giving Tuesday? Are you watching the webinar today? We'd really appreciate your support. All right, and more from yesterday. How pretty is that? Look at that, it's like a mirror. Cool. All right, it's official. It stopped snowing for a minute here at Mount Mansfield. No, I just saw a snowflake. Take it back. It has not completely stopped snowing at Mount Mansfield yet. But we're checking out, look at the size of that one. A good glacier for Stafford and crew to work on. And we can see the top of the mountain. There's the top of Nose. the nose, and almost to the chin. I heard chin clip is doing pretty good. The hikers are hitting chin clip, and we're hitting the road. So play you out with maybe some Christmas lights from Diane and Ed if I get them, and or a time lapse from Weymouth and or Dennis as we head back south. Out the door, weather and more with Steve, T-Rex, TK. Is there a Mitt sighting? Has anyone seen Mitt? Oh boy. I'm not sure we'll be back this year. The lights look great.